last week on Hoops Academy.
That's one of the things I really like about teaching here is I have a lot of players in my class, and I can kind of show them a different side of me.
These guys, they're good, we're good. It's going to be a battle.
Hey, let's win this game. Let's go. Let's win this game right now. We are Montrose.
Montrose Christian is more than a name. It represents a legacy of winning, of hard work, of sacrifice, of values. It's 8 NBA players, 2 national championships. It's about being the best, on the court and off.
Following their big win against Arlington Country Day, Montrose moves up to 5th in the nation and returns home. The Montrose program is not just about teaching players basketball lessons, but life lessons as well. As a team, the first thing Vetter went over this year was table manners.
One of the things I saw a lot of you doing is taking your head to the food as opposed to taking your food to your mouth. Okay, in other words, you're bent over the table. You want to be sitting up, you want to take the food to your mouth, not your mouth to the food. Okay, also when you're talking, it's nice, you can talk to each other and you can laugh a little bit, but not large belly laughs. That brings undue attention to you. You don't want people to look over at you and think, what are those guys doing? Okay, again, it's all about impression. You don't get a second chance to make that first impression.
In addition, all players learn to wear suits in public.
Tyrone Johnson learned to wear a suit here for the very first time in his life, and I know because we went out together shopping for that suit. Tyrone now has added 2 more suits, to his closet, and he looks the part. And you look the part, and you're more willing to act the part. I think his family, his friends, his support system are very pleased at his growth, at his maturity, the character he's been developing. And you see, he's a well-liked young man, and he's growing every single day.
For the guys living in the basketball house, a barber comes twice a month to cut their hair. Two members of the house, probably the most opposite players on the team, have become great friends. Kevin Larson, a 6'9" center from Denmark, is the tallest member of the team, while Yuki Togashi from Japan is the shortest at 5'7". On and off the court, the two are nearly inseparable.
Yuki, my Japanese brother, I love him. Yuki always makes me smile. He's like the little brother I never got. Just look at him makes me smile. Yuki, I love you.
Kevin is very funny. He's like my big brother.
It's Kevin's first year on the team, and it has been quite a transition to the Montrose program.
Kevin Larson comes to us from Copenhagen, Denmark. His mother, it took her a while to say, Kevin, it's okay to go to the United States. It's okay to go with Coach Shoplin and Montrose Christian. And the kid is agile on the basketball court. He's got a lot of finesse to him. He's got a really skilled ability. What we need more from him on the basketball court is just that pure passion to play. He's got God-given size and strength that really will make him a great basketball player one day, and he's making the right steps every single day to get there.
Kevin's interesting to me. I think Kevin's got a lot of potential. He's got, a gift of a good body that can get stronger over the next year and a half, and once he realizes that he's got to get working every day and work on the little things, I think Kevin's going to turn himself into a pretty good player.
I don't think he's even touched his potential. Obviously, coming into Montrose, I think it was a big shock for him because he's never worked as hard in his life. Getting him to work hard is a daily job for all the coaches, but I think once he gets it, I think Kevin has the potential to make a lot of money one day playing basketball.
Off the court, we ask the guys, who you want, with you on a deserted island. Kevin's going to get that vote every single time because he's just got such a good nature. He's such a tremendous young man to be around. He's going to make you laugh. He walks in the room, he's going to put you at ease. He's just got that type of personality that just kind of wins the hearts and minds.
Kevin's combo of size, strength, and athleticism are a rare commodity, and he is drawing the attention of several big schools.
I've been recruited by Virginia Tech, Maryland, Georgetown, and NC State.
For Yuki, it's his second year at Montrose, and he is considered the hidden gem on the team.
Yuki is one of the most talented young players on our team. Now, when you say that, you say, well, he's only 5'6" or 5'7", which is true, but he really knows the game of basketball, has a great feel for the point guard position, can do things that most guys his size can't do. And he's another one of the kids we've had from Japan who've just been terrific to have as teammates and as players.
He's a natural point guard. He's very skilled, very crafty with the ball. He's tenacious. He's one of the hardest working players I've ever been around.
Yuki's father is a coach in Japan and knew about Montrose because of former players KJ Matsui and Taishi Ito. While Yuki has learned a lot on the court, the same can't necessarily be said off the court.
I didn't learn anything right. From Justin, I'm sorry.
Still, he has left an impression on his roommates at the house.
He's so neat, you'd be surprised when you see this, but everything that he does is neat, and that's how he folds everything, right in the small little square. He doesn't roll his socks up like I do, and it's ridiculous how neat this is. That's almost perfect.
As February begins, the game Montrose has waited all year to play is finally here. The team heads to the Big Atlantic Classic in Beckley, West Virginia, to face arch rival Oak Hill Academy, currently 9th in the nation.
The Oak Hill Rivalry is one of those type of things where it wouldn't matter what our record was and what their record was, it would still be the biggest game of the year to both of us. It's just one of those games that you just look forward to every year where that's the team you want to beat. And I think they feel the same way about us. But the intensity before those games and going into those games it's at a different level.
Located in Southern Virginia, Oak Hill is perennially among the nation's elite. Head coach Steve Smith is in his 26th year and has astoundingly won over 90% of his games. Oak Hill's success includes 20 NBA players and over 100 college players, including 2011 ACC Player of the Year, Nolan Smith. This year's team is similarly stocked with talent, featuring All-American point guard and DC native Quinn Cook. Cook is a childhood friend of Tyler Hubbard.
My relationship with Quinn Cook goes back since we were 7 years old. Quinn's a great guy to be around. Every time we play against each other, it's always a battle. Every time. Talking trash. It's great. I like playing with Quinn.
Once again, Montrose will cede the height advantage to Oak Hill, whose center, AJ Hammons, stands 6'11" and weighs over 280 pounds.
The Oak Hill rivalry goes back many, many years, back when I was at Flint Hill. And then Oak Hill was just trying to become a basketball power. And then as we started playing each other each year, it became a bigger game. And some years they would beat us, some years we would beat them. And some of the great games in history have been between Oak Hill and now with Montrose. The fact is, 2 games that are the greatest games in the history of this area. One was DeMatha versus Power Memorial back in the 60s. 2002 was Kevin Durant versus Mike Beasley, Gravis Vasquez versus Nolan Smith, the game in 2006 where we won with an Adrian Bowie tip-in at the buzzer. No one really knows who's going to win. You can throw out the records because at that time, Oak Hill was on a 59-game winning streak. So anytime we play, it's going to be a great game and a great competition.
It's big, it's huge. I will compare it to maybe Duke and the UNC rivalry just because of the publicity that it gets. Every time that the two teams play each other, it's always a quality matchup. It's a dogfight every time.
Play hard, smart, stay together no matter what. We have to get ourselves ready for a tough basketball game. Mentally ready for a tough basketball game. But this is the games that you guys start talking about last spring, last summer, okay, in the fall. These are the games that you talk about 10 years from now.
Steve Smith and Stu Vetter are very much a study in contrasts. Both are very successful, but take very different paths. Montrose always arrives in suits, while Oak Hill wears team warm-ups. Vetter always has on a suit and sweater, while Smith shuns a tie. Despite their different approaches, the two have great respect for each other.
Okay, right from the start now, right from the start, we got to be ready. Got to have intensity now from the beginning. Let the game come to you. Don't try to force anything. Let's just play our basketball. Our basketball game from the start. Is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Right now.
Let's go.
We are.
Montrose.
As the game tips off, Justin lets Oak Hill know every shot will be tough.
Block him out.
Oak Hill makes the first run, pulling ahead 11-4. Vetter calls a quick timeout.
You can't play that way. We were lazy on flip from the beginning. They laid the ball up. We didn't get back. We've taken bad shots. We can get back into what we're supposed to be doing and get back into the game.
Let's go, guys.
Okay, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be one basket at a time.
Let's go.
Okay, we're going right now. We're running power to try to get the ball in the mic. If not, take time off the clock.
Yes, sir.
Let's play right now.
We are. Montrose.
Inside, Michael Carrera struggles to find his footing against the larger Oak Hill players. Montrose narrows the score from the free throw line, but is still down 3 at the end of the first.
Look at all the easy shots we've had so far. Can't get any easier. We go up post. It doesn't do us any good if you let your man run right by the screen. Okay, now these guys are tall, so you can't, and they can jump well, so you can't just go up soft. Okay, and you got to have 5 guys blocking out. We get it out. If we have a good break, look over here, Michael. Okay, if we have a good break, all right, we take it. Otherwise, pull it out and run time off the clock. Okay, our stuff is working. You just got to execute and finish. Let's go. Right now. We are Montrose.
In the second, Oak Hill steps up the pressure. Tyrone commits several first-half turnovers, leading to easy baskets. Montrose fights back, but Oak Hill takes a 10-point lead into the half.
Fellas, okay, it can't get any easier shots for us early on. We've turned the ball over how many times? 11 times. Okay, can't do that. Tyrone, when you get by somebody, you got to get the ball in front of you. They're getting the ball. They're getting the ball. Okay, and you don't understand what I'm saying when I say get back and get set, obviously, because you're not getting back and get set. You're coming back into the lane and then eventually getting set, but they're already down the floor. Execution, get it inside. You've got to understand what a good shot is and just settling. Okay? Several times. Justin, you have to take it stronger. You're going in and grunting and all that kind of stuff, but you're not taking it strong. You go in and go to the basket, draw the foul, knock somebody down. You're not knocking anybody down. When you go to the baskets, you got to finish. We know they're a good team. They're an athletic team. Number 5, you're going to have to help out. You said it. You got to play him tougher. Okay, he's a tough matchup. Whoever we put on, whoever's good, he's a tough matchup. Okay, because he just gets his head down and goes. So everybody has to look and help out on him. You know, when we execute, we look fine. Okay, we look fine, but we can't give up layups. Our whole week we've been practicing transition defense, transition back and get set. And that's what we didn't do. When they have to run their offense, they're not that good. But we can't give up 7 uncontested layups. 7. Can't beat anybody that way. But we got to get stops, okay? I want to see 2 guys sprinting back and then 3 more coming afterwards. Okay, we got the ball coming out. Let's be smart. Let's take it to them right now, the second half. Let's go.
As the third quarter begins, Montrose picks up their intensity. Tyrone's basket brings Montrose back within 3. However, Oak Hill has an answer. Cook's jumper gives Oak Hill a 6-point edge. Going into the fourth, Vetter reminds them that they will have to play as a team to win.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey guys, that's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody's sorry. I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to do what we practice. Okay. Now we have to start playing now. We won that quarter. Everybody understand that? We won that quarter by 4, and we should be even right now. Mental mistakes. You can't do it by yourself. If you think you can take over this game yourself, you're a fool. There's nobody here that can do that. You can do it together. That's the only way. We are Montrose.
Tyrone pulls 3 back immediately. With less than 2 minutes to go, Montrose finally ties the score for the first time since 2-2. Oak Hill holds for the final shot. Quinn Cook comes up short, and this classic rivalry heads for overtime.
Okay, you got to listen now. Okay, now it's totally different now. Now we're in overtime. It's a new game. We got to win a 4-minute game. Now Cook's going to try to take over. You're not going to let him have it. Penetrate. We don't need threes. We need to get the ball to the hole. Okay, it's going to be a jump ball right now.
I'm going to get it.
Okay, look to get the jump ball. If you don't get it, make sure we're back, okay? Let's play it now. Let's go,
baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We've been in overtime before, okay?
Yes,
Let's go get it right now.
Sir.
Right now. We are Montrose.
With the game tied in overtime, Quinn Cook puts Oak Hill ahead. Tyrone can't answer, and with time running down, Oak Hill decides to hold the ball. Vetter knows if Montrose can't force a turnover, they'll have no choice but to foul.
Now you got to listen. It's a game situation, all right? If we get the steal, take it down and score, okay? Then we're going code red. We don't want to foul Cook if we don't have to. So they get it in bounds, foul. Okay, everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't intentionally foul, go for the ball. Yes, the key is right here. Who's going to let their man catch the ball?
Yes,
we get it, go with it. Go with it. We have no timeouts left. Okay, we got to play right now.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Right now. We are
Montrose.
Montrose can't get the ball, and Justin fouls Jordan Adams, a 90% free throw shooter. Adams misses, and with 9 seconds to go, Montrose has one last chance. Michael drives the lane and ties the score with 3 seconds left. Oak Hill can still win, and Cook's prayer is almost answered. The game goes to a second OT. In the second OT, the 2 rivals trade buckets. With time running out, Michael scores and is fouled. He hits the free throw, and Montrose is up 3. Oak Hill calls a timeout.
We're up 3. If we get the stop, now listen, rebound the ball, they will foul us. Don't throw it away.
Yes, sir.
We need one stop like we practice every single day.
Let's go.
Cook can't hit, and Michael grabs the rebound and is fouled. Montrose can sense it now. He hits both free throws, and in their hurry, Oak Hill turns it over.
Let's go!
Carmelo makes them pay, and Montrose takes a 7-point lead.
That's what I'm talking about!
In the locker room, Michael is emotionally exhausted. His 23 points and 12 rebounds were the difference.
Great job. But the thing was, when we made our run, they didn't have enough in them.
Okay, we were still fresh. They were tired. We beat them down the floor. We did a lot of great things. Great win. That's just like I said earlier. This is an Oak Hill Montrose game. This one go down too as one of the great ones. One of the great ones. You're a part of something great.
Montrose is now 16-0 and has added another chapter to the Oak Hill rivalry that won't soon be forgotten. The most impressive thing about the game, though, might be the reputation they are leaving with off the court.
Incredible game. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The Montrose team is, so disciplined. Such a good bunch of kids, the way I see it. And you can tell they really like the coach. Just a real tribute to the whole school and the whole program.
Following the game, the fans' chartered bus breaks down, and they must pile into the team bus for the 6-hour ride back to D.C. Even then, their spirits aren't dampened. Next week on Hoops Academy.
Listen, y'all aren't paying attention to me again. We had 4 shots! 4 shots! Okay, what's that tell you? You're not playing. You're not playing wrong.
So there might be some changes in the lineup or something, okay, because we can't have what I saw today. Okay, if we have to go into Michael every time down the floor, we will, because he's out playing everybody.